Good morning, one and all present here. Today we are having a music lover with us. He's the owner of Big Band Theory, and he is none other than Mr. Akshay. And for taking the interview of this dynamic personality, we are also having a dynamic personality with us. She is none other than a soft skills trainer, a mentor to many people, and a owner of Special War series. She is none other than DTM Richa. Stage is over to you, ma'am.
For the awesome welcome and most welcome to the champion of the day, who is the founder of Big Bang Theory. So, first question for you is we want to know the story behind it. What clicked in your mind that you just started off with this thing? Please tell us.
All right. So, hi everyone. So, Richa, of course, you've known us since last couple of years, basically, since our inception, I'd say. So, it all started off with actually other people telling me how crazy, how passionate I was, as far as music is concerned. The big challenge was that, I love music, I still do, but I was never a musician. So that's a very odd place to be in. You love music, you want to do something in the music industry, but you are not a musician. So that's when I started reading about things, reading about the music industry, the Indian music industry, the global music industry, different forms of roles that are there. And I think gradually I came to a conclusion that yes, this is specifically what I want to do. And what I wanted to do was to be in music business. So now, whenever you're getting into an artistic field, whatever it is, any art, I think one needs to be very clear that am I getting into this as an artist, or am I getting into this in the capacity to support as a businessman, service, whatever. So I think I was quite clear because I had no other option. I was not an artist, so that kind of helped me, and it all started off while I was working in Google. So I mean, this was a college placement for me, and most of us, when we are placed in college, we are too young to
Yes.
realize. At least I was too
So
immature to realize what I
everybody,
really want.
everybody takes time to actually explore the things and then figure out what is that one thing that we need to pursue ahead, isn't it?
Exactly. So that time, when I started working, of course, we all know that, like I had mentioned to you that I got an offer to work with Google, and Google is supposed to be a lavish company. So the first year, first 1.5 years, I was too lost in the luxuries. I couldn't believe things are real.
Right.
But of course, when you start walking the talk, you realize, okay, what is it that I'm doing? What is it that I really want to do? So
Very
I think yes, it was. I worked with Google for about 4 years, and about 3.5 years into this, into this zone, I kind of realized that okay,
true.
this is what I really want to do, and this was the evolution of other telling me, and I, shaping it, and then of course that time it was an idea, but then we realized that this demands more time, this demands more attention. It's starting
Actually
to become
speaking.
insecure, so,
But
so
the other but the other thing is ideas alone don't work until and unless you do, isn't it? So you took the
absolutely,
right step at the right time. Good. So
yes.
tell us something about the challenges you faced at Google when you were working there.
So look, the challenges that we face is, there is something very beautiful that I learned while I was working with Google. And it is that, when I started working with Google, we all know a lot of people call it a dream job. A lot of people say this is what everybody aspires to be, where this is a place where everybody aspires to be. But something, very beautiful that I realized is that there's nothing like a dream job. At the
Very
end of
true.
the day, you either have a dream or a job, right?
Oh,
And I think my dream was becoming very strong. So the main challenge, it took me about 1.5 years to decide that yes, I have to take this decision. I have to take this plunge of quitting Google, because the biggest challenge when you're working in an organization like that is to quit it. You know, first is to get into it, and then is to quit it.
yeah.
Because I was too. I'll be very honest, because I was too used to being appreciated that I'm working with Google. Uh, people's eyebrows would go up, wow, this is what's happening. So, that is also a sort of a pressure, or I don't know, for a lack of better word, a pressure that kind of builds onto you. So, the challenge, a specific challenge that I faced was that, yes, of course, there's a lot of time constraint, because when you're working on an idea, it is, it's like a product that you're trying to create. That too,
Yes.
in a market, in an industry that you really have no clue about, right?
Very,
So,
very.
so I think the biggest challenge was to do that initial bit of research, right? And in any phase, that's what I believe. I mean, everybody is free to disagree with me on that. I think there are three phases, whether we call it life or an entrepreneurial journey here. I think in step one, we are dependent. In step two, we become independent, right? And in step three, we become dependable. So the first phase of, when you are dependent, that is the toughest, because you have no clue what's going on. You're always relying on others,
Yes.
and then that transition of being dependent to independent is the transition that teaches you the most, because by the time you are dependable, that's when you become a leader. That's when people look forward to what you're doing, basically, that's when then
Very
people
true.
come into the
Actually,
picture.
this reminds me when I started my journey. I also shifted from following the traditional approach, what everybody does. I wanted to be my own boss. So I was
Exactly.
happy following my entrepreneurship. Good.
Absolutely.
Okay. Your hometown is Chandigarh, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's Dehradun.
It's Dehradun, but
Yes,
you
did a lot
were
of
there
work.
for education.
Yes, I was there for a very long time. That is because, like I said, my graduation, my college
Exactly.
was in Chandigarh. So
Okay.
after I quit my job, there were still certain contacts that were still there, and I just wanted to make sure that the company was formed in Chandigarh. One of the first
Yes.
persons who joined me on Simran, he was from Chandigarh. So there were a lot of reasons for me to be in Chandigarh. There was a lot of work going on in Chandigarh
Okay.
initially.
So, do you
So
miss
yes.
something about Chandigarh? What is one thing that you miss about Chandigarh?
Well, look, that has been a city where I did my graduation. All right.
Yes.
So one of the most beautiful memories I have is like they are from Chandigarh, because I was there in a hostel, right? And so that is something very personal. I was there in
It
a
is
hostel. A
no
lot of
doubt a very beautiful city, isn't it?
yes,
It is
absolutely.
beautiful city. Yeah.
So
You
a
have
lot of
worked,
memories, a
yes,
lot of
you have
memories.
worked with a lot of artists worldwide. So, can you
Yes.
name a few artists?
So I think to start with a few, the first ever big breakthrough that we got, and that's we are lucky enough to still be working with him in a very good capacity, is this artist called Sushmit Sen.
Oh,
Sushmit Sen happens to be the founder of this brilliant band called Indian Ocean, which is I
okay.
think one of the most popular bands of the country. So yes, I think the major launch of Big Bang Theory happened with the project that we launched with him, right, which is called the
Okay.
Iceberg Project. It's still available on all the
Hmm.
platforms like YouTube and some
Good.
Facebook, all the social media platforms. So Sushmit Sen is one. Another great artist we got a chance to work with is called his name is Rainer Pusch. Rainer Pusch
Okay.
is a brilliant saxophonist from Germany, and he was touring India, and somehow my team got in touch with him, and we got a chance to plan a small part of his North India tour. So we
Great.
planned his tour there, and
This
then
is how you grow. This is how you grow in your personal journey. You just can't success cannot happen in an overnight. All
oh
these
yes,
small achievements gradually make you
you're right,
successful, isn't
exactly. And
it?
even if this happens overnight, that one night takes a lot of nights to come. So so Raina Push is there. Then a lot of artists, like there is an artist called Jasleen Olak. Again, she's a very popular artist, a very good friend of mine also. Rudra, I think one of the biggest success
Oh,
stories we have
wow.
is
Yeah.
Rudra. And where we can proudly say today, if so many people know about them, we have some bit of hard work behind them, in
Okay.
making this happen.
I
And
remember meeting you at WIC. Remember the very
yes,
first time we met? Yeah.
yes, I remember there was some sort of a conference there, and
Yes. And every time you used to invite me, it used to be like for the late evening hours, and I
well,
was not able to attend.
that's the thing, with music. the lifestyle and our biological cycles are totally, well,
Yes.
opposite. Like
Very true.
now, people generally have their offs on the weekend, but we have the
More
majority of
work.
the work going on in the weekends. We get back, we start our work at about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the evening, and it gets over at about 1 a.m. at night. So, a lot of things are very opposite
Yeah.
because, well, we have to make sure the other person is there to enjoy it.
You
So,
are rocking, no doubt. We have Shubham waiting from a long time. So let's hear Shubham now.
yes,
Over
for
to
sure.
Shubham.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes, I can hear you loud and clear, Shivam.
Okay. Sir, can you tell me how music can change a person? Like music, because of just only music, several things can happen. Mood swings, mood can of course change. You if
Right, absolutely.
like when you are disheartened, and if you listen the motivational music, you had some of
Mhm.
the other motivation. So can you tell me
All
that
right.
how this music impulse music waves?
All right. So, look, Shivam, to answer that, there's a very practical, I'll put this in a very practical scenario. You know, look, music has always, look, first, music is the most commercial form of art. By commercial, I mean it is the most popular form of art, one of the most popular. There are different arts, like there are certain people who like to paint, there are certain people who like to dance, and there are certain people who like to do, there's so many, there's an ocean of, different sorts of art. Music is one of the most popular forms of arts, right? So the reason why it is one of the most popular forms of art is because a lot of people relate to it in different capacities, right? So, you know, there's a very popular saying, I don't know by who is it, but it says that every moment has music, right? So it is very easy for people to relate to different sort of music that they like. Now everybody will try to develop a taste that they, according to their personality. Somebody who's aggressive in nature might like a lot of metal music. Somebody who's very docile, who's very calm down in nature, might like a lot of folk music. So the practicality is that since 2012, 13, if you have observed, we've seen a lot of indulgence with music thanks to the internet. People could explore more music. People could get into, exploring basically what they like, what they don't like. So it has always, I think, played a very, very major role, in their lives. And given the present scenario, of a lockdown, if you've observed or not, I think all of a sudden there has been a huge uproar of online concerts. Now that is because uh, it has always entertained people. All right, it has always been there for people is what I'd say. It has always been there for people. So in this present lockdown scenario, the whole industry has been in a disrupt. Things have, a lot of artists were relying on the, the whenever they would do a show, they would get
I
paid
think
for that.
this is the problem with everybody now, isn't it? Everybody
Uh,
is going through that challenge.
Yes, especially the entertainment industry, because we are all about gatherings.
Yes.
We're all about gatherings. So, all of a sudden, this whole change of from a real concert to a virtual concert has happened. This should answer, everybody, that this is how important it is, that this is how, the consumption of music can change people's life. And even for us, I think we were lucky enough to take a very early step, that on 29th March we decided to take things online, and
Wow.
we did our first concert, which was a free concert. Then again we did another show, which was
Wow.
again a free concert. Third,
I know
again we
you
did a
have
free.
been doing a lot. I keep getting all the invitees
Yes.
and I have missed so many events. At the
No,
same time,
we hope to see
would
you
like,
soon with
yeah,
sometime with on
I
one of
hope
our
so.
shows.
We would like to wish you all the best and have a
Thank you.
successful journey ahead. So sorry to
Thank
keep you waiting, but
That's
take
okay,
care
Richa.
and
That's
have a nice
lovely.
day. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Yeah. Thank you. Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye. शुभम, श्रुति को वेट मत करवाना, अगर साक्षी श्रुति दोनों में से जो पहले आ गए कनेक्ट कर लो. Hi Sakshi, good morning.